launched their SaaS company out of their agency. Their agency has 9 people, did 3 million in revenue last year, launching 100 campaigns for celebrities, et cetera, helping them raise capital. Postin helps them schedule all the messaging, the social messaging around their fundraising. It's spun out as its own separate app. The three co-founders have put in $3,000 so far. They've got 70 users. $30 a month in terms of 3 customers paying. So doing about $100 a month right now in revenue. They're off to the races. I predict these guys will be doing way more revenue called a year from now because they intimately understand their customer problems via what they're learning at the agency. Hey, folks, my guest today is Ross Gassman. He's building a tool called Postin. It's a collaboration platform that makes it easy for you, your team, and outside organizations to easily manage content publishing without the distractions of multiple collaboration apps. Ross, you ready to take us to the top?
Let's do it.
All right. Like so many companies, you got this idea from your agency business. Tell us about the agency business. When did you launch it and what's it called?
Yeah. So, well, actually, this company was birthed out of a fundraising platform called Fandium, which we started in November 2020. So we do charitable fundraising campaigns with artists, athletes, festivals, venues, and creators. And what we do is partner with them. We create a once in a lifetime experience. So, for example, Metallica will do a flyaway to Lollapalooza, VIP, backstage experience, signed item, like crazy experiences, right? So we work very closely with these management companies, these artists, and people in charge of their content, right, to promote these campaigns. And what we were doing and seeing, we were sharing our contest graphics and messaging and copy and all that through Google Docs, Google Drive, email, and it was just getting out of hand and impossible to kind of track and remind them to post certain things on the announcement date or last chance. So we're like, there's got to be an easier way, right? So we said,
Ross, hold on. Before you go forward, so quantify the agency. What year did you launch the agency?
So it's not technically an agency. It's we launched in November 2020, Fandium.
Okay, perfect. And then how many people did you have at Fandium before you started writing code for Postin?
So we have 9, 10, and we basically built this product internally as like our developer kind of was building this as well. And we saw this as a tool for us to use. And then we saw a lot of traction from management and them using it for other things, right? As for song releases, for tour announcements and stuff like that. So we're like, there's got to be a bigger play here. And that's kind of when we launched Postin as its own vertical.
And when you say own vertical, does that mean you spun the company out of Fandium? It has its own cap table, or no, it's still inside of Fandium?
No, so it's totally separate, right? So there's 2 other founders on Postin that are running Postin as its own thing, and Fandium still to date its own large business. That
are you the founder of Fandium?
I'm a co-founder of both.
Nice. Okay. Yep. And I guess give me a sense. So you have 9, 10 people at Fandium before you launch Postin. What does that mean? You guys are doing like 5, 6, 800 grand a year in revenue on the agency side?
So we did about 100 campaigns last year with around 65 artists. We did 3 million last year.
Okay.
Yeah. So this year we're
with 9 people.
Yeah. Wow. So it was a big year. This year we're obviously looking to do some more. And
that's very high revenue per employee. I mean, why even deal with a software thing? I mean, you're building a very, very good agency with 9 people generating 3 million in revenue.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good point. I mean, thought about that, and it's been a tool. It has been completely word of mouth, and that other people have been using, and we've been seeing them have success on it. And we thought that there should be other people that could get some use out of it, and so we decided, obviously, to bring on co-founders that aren't involved in Fandium to help kind of run it.
Are they engineers?
So no, this was built no code. So we hired a part-time dev to build it. Our other co-founder is more of an operations guy, COO, and he's kind of leading the charge on just managing the sales, marketing, and all of that for the platform. Because the product's all built and it works, the MVP works. It's a great product. We've gotten good response, but now we just need a little push to get it out there, essentially.
Oh, what's going on there, YouTube? Good to see you guys. Now imagine this. You love watching these interviews with SaaS founders, but imagine if we took all of the valuation data out from over 2,807 interviews I've done manually. Saves you a lot of time. Well, we've done this. We've built it into the beautiful interface inside of FounderPath. Check this out. I'll show you how you can access this in a second, but you log in, you connect your Stripe account, you see your valuation real time, you can see what it changed over the past 88 days, and even set goals for valuation this year. Now, the secret to valuation is there's many different ways to value a SaaS business. So the reason you're going to see 3 or 4 different valuations inside of your FounderPath dashboard, this is all free by the way, is because depending on who's doing the buying of your SaaS company, you're going to get a different valuation. A VC is going to pay a different valuation. Private equity firm is different. If you're going to do a minority sale, that's different. And if you sell the whole business, that's a different valuation. You can see all those when I hover over here. Right, so the teal is what a VC would pay, yellow is what private equity, and red is if you sold the whole thing outright. Now, what's cool about this is not built off random data. Again, you guys hear these interviews on YouTube. All these data are built from real-time valuation data points founders share with us on the show. So traction, 1.2 million, seed round, 3.7 raise, they sold 22% of their business. Go in here and filter by the event. Maybe you only want to see companies that have sold the whole business. Well, here are a bunch that have been acquired, the valuation and the multiple. Maybe you're going out right now and you're raising your seed round. Well, go in here and look at all this recent seed deals that went down, what they raised, what valuation they raised at, and what percent that they sold. There's never been a larger data set of SaaS valuations than what you can get now inside of FounderPath, and we're thrilled to bring it to you. All right, we're going to go back to the YouTube video here in a second, but if you want to check this tool out, if you want to jump in and sign up, you can check it out for free to get your valuation at this link, founderpath.com/products/valuations. Or if you go to founderpath.com and hover over products, click on get your valuation here and go ahead and sign up to give it a whirl. Again, all that valuation data live right inside the platform. I hope to see you there. All right, let's jump back into the interview. So there's 3 co-founders over there, including yourself. Did you guys just split equity evenly at the start or something different?
Yeah, we split it equity. I mean, we have a little vesting period for our newest co-founder, because our previous 2 kind of put a few bucks in and then spent time building it. So time and money and yeah, we had a little vesting 6-month period, but it's about to hit and we'll be equal owners.
Does Fandium, the agency, have any equity at Poston?
No, not currently, but okay. In the future, it depends on what developments happen, whether like how much customization is needed for Fandium specifically, or the idea is to really keep it separate so we don't muddy the waters too much. But that's kind of like where it lies now.
And is Poston pre-revenue, or do you guys have customers on it already?
So we offer a free kit. We consider every landing page a kit, right? So if you want a music release rollout for a single, you create one kit, right? If you're a record label and you have multiple artists and you want to create multiple releases, then you're going to have to get more. You're going to have to get as many kits as you have artists. So right now we give everyone a free kit to try. So we have around 70 users, and only 3 of them are paying subscription, which is fine. We totally want to get customer feedback and as many people on Poston first. But we're really looking to launch and really get some more subscribers this month.
That's great. So 70 folks with a free kit, 3 converted to paid. What are those 3 paying per month on average?
So right now they did the pro plan, which was $79 before we just changed it, $79 a month. Sorry, before we just changed it to $30 as our beta launch. So now they're paying a reduced rate to $30. But previously we had 4 tiers, and we said screw it, let's simplify it, make it 2 tiers for the beta launch.
So 3 customers paying about $30 a month. You're doing about $100 a month right now in revenue, right?
Yeah.
Got to start somewhere, right? The only way to build a $100 million business is to start with $100 a month,
There we go.
All right, very cool. How are you converting them, right? You got 70 users for free. What are you looking for in their usage behaviors to understand when to sell them a paid plan?
Like I mentioned, I mean, if they're a smaller freelancer and they're managing one client, hey, take the free kit, use that as much as you like. It's really kind of where we go to more of they have 2 to 10 clients where we try to sell them on, right? Like I mentioned the record label example. If they have 4 artists and they all have releases coming out within the same time frame, they're going to need to create 4 different kits. So that's kind of when we like push them, hey, if you enjoyed this free kit for this rollout, like let's expand it. And basically each artist will have their own folder, they would have their own kits, and you can kind of like organize it like that stack.
That's great. Now, just to confirm again, 3 people full time right now, just the co-founders on the app.
Correct. Yeah.
Yep. Very cool. Any plans to raise capital? Or are you going to just bootstrap with agency revenues?
We're going to bootstrap. We're going to try to hustle. I mean, we enjoy all 3 of us enjoy that. If we need to bring on some rev share people, that's obviously ideal rather than coming out of pocket. But we're trying to bootstrap to see kind of where it takes us and kind of figure it out as we go.
Ross, how much money have you guys put in personally just to get it started?
Around like $1,000 each. Nothing
Okay.
Crazy.
Yeah. It's enough. Have skin in the game, but not crazy. So that's good. Exactly. I've heard people put, $250,000 into MVP and they don't have any paying customers yet. So you guys have done this no code, $3,000 in, you already have $100 a month in revenue. We'll see what happens next.
Yeah. I mean, luckily through building Fandium, which I'm also the head of product, I've been able to like kind of see when we spend too much money and when we could have spent way less just to have an MVP, and probably when it worked and we still wanted to spend money. So it's kind of like a second go at let's go the basic route as long as possible until we actually have the money to build it up.
That's awesome, man. Hey, we're out of time. Let's wrap up with the famous 5. Number 1, your favorite book.
Favorite book. Can I give you favorite pod?
Sure.
20 VC with Harry Stebbings.
That's good. Number 2, is there a CEO you're following or studying?
CEO I'm following and studying. It actually happens to be my cousin who just recently bought, is the largest anti-Ands franchisee owner, and he's my idol in the business world. So his name's Kevin Bush at Fresh Dining Concepts.
That's awesome. Number 3, what's your favorite online tool for building post in?
Online tool for building post, Bubble.
Yeah. So is Bubble, I was going to say no code tool. Is the whole thing built on Bubble?
Yep.
Yeah. Number 4, how many hours of sleep do you get every night?
I get around 7.
Okay. And situation, married, single, kids?
Single, girlfriend, live together in New York.
How many kids? Or sorry, no kids, I assume?
No kids.
All right. How old are you, Ross?
27.
27. Last question. Something you wish you knew when you were 20.
Something I wish I knew as 20. You get like a whole new perspective on life after college. It's like a rebirth.
Guys, there you have it. Watch out for this guy. They launched their SaaS company out of their agency. Their agency has 9 people, did $3 million in revenue last year, launching 100 campaigns for celebrities, etc., helping them raise capital. Postin helps them schedule all the messaging, the social messaging around their fundraising. It's spun out as its own separate app. The 3 co-founders have put in $3,000 so far. They've got 70 users. $30 a month in terms of 3 customers paying. So doing about $100 a month right now in revenue. They're off to the races. I predict these guys will be doing way more revenue called a year from now because they intimately understand their customer problems via what they're learning at the agency. Watch out for Ross. Ross, thanks for taking us to the top.
One more thing before you go. We have a brand new show every Thursday at 1 p.m. Central. It's called Shark Tank for SaaS. We call it Deal or Bust. One founder comes on, 3 hungry buyers, they try and do a deal live, and the founder shares back-end dashboards, their expenses, their revenue, ARPU, CAC, LTV, you name it, they share it. And the buyers try and make a deal live. It is fun to watch every Thursday, 1 p.m. Central. Additionally, remember, these recorded founder interviews go live. We release them here on YouTube every day at 2 p.m. Central. To make sure you don't miss any of that, make sure you click the subscribe button below here on YouTube, the big red button, and then click the little bell notification to make sure you get notifications when we do go live. I wouldn't want you to miss breaking news in the SaaS world, whether it's an acquisition, a big fundraise, a big sale, a big profitability statement, or something else. I don't want you to miss it. Additionally, if you want to take this conversation deeper and further, we have by far the largest private Slack community for B2B SaaS founders. You want to get in there. We've probably talked about your tool if you're running a company or your firm if you're investing. You can go in there and quickly search and see what people are saying. Sign up for that at nathanlatka.com youtube.com/Slack. In the meantime, I'm hanging out with you here on YouTube. I'll be in the comments for the next 30 minutes. Feel free to let me know what you thought about this episode. And if you enjoyed it, click the thumbs up. We get a lot of haters that are mad at how aggressive I am on these shows, but I do it so that we can all learn. We have to counter those people. We got to push them away. Click the thumbs up below to counter them and know that I appreciate your guys' support. All right, I'll be in the comments. See ya.